Hey guys, I'm Jessica. Thanks for tuning in to The Good Life. And today I'm going to be sharing some of my top favorite shows to watch. Without further ado, here we go. My first, though these are not in like best to, like 1, 2, whatever. But anyways, so they're just random list of my favorite shows to watch. My first one is Stranger Things. Now this has definitely become a cult phenomenon. It's crazy how like fast this thing took off. Okay, when I first got into it, I actually didn't want to watch it because it looked super creepy and I didn't want to watch anything scary, but Jason and I sat through the first episode and we seriously were hooked. We couldn't stop watching it. And if you know me, I'm the type of person that can like keep going and like finish the whole season, but Jason only likes to take one episode at a time. So that's what we did. Well, we did most of it one at a time, but we did like 2 or 3 at a time if we really got into it. So it's about a boy who disappears, and as his family and the town begins to search for him, they discover a secret government agency, and you find out about a little girl who has telekinetic powers and also a portal to another world. With all that said, that's the whole premise of the show, and that's all I'm going to give you guys. And let's just say it's probably one of my favorites because the kids are so stinking amazing at what they do. It's crazy that they're only like, what? Not even teenagers yet, and they're already so great at what they do. Definitely one to check out. Another show that I absolutely love, this one, just a disclaimer, is that this show is not for everyone. There, some graphic content, obviously, with all these shows that I'm, telling you guys. Just be sure to look it up on IMDb and look at the parental advisory before if you're really like sensitive to certain things. But Black Mirror is a great show in my opinion. Each episode doesn't follow each other, so they're not consistent, but it's an episode, like seasons of, what do they call it? It's like an anthology. So basically the premise of Black Mirror, I mean, each episode has its own story and it's not related to each other, but they're all really based on technology and the modern world. Most of it is just, it just makes you think about the way the world is developing and how technology is coming into, a huge play. So with Black Mirror, if you can get through the first episode without being a little grossed out, then I say keep watching because they all have are really good storylines with each one. Yeah, I'd say definitely watch the teaser or trailers before committing to Black Mirror. The next one it's been, I feel like, a fan favorite of a lot of people, is Grey's Anatomy. But Grey's Anatomy is a good show if you want drama, if you want love, romance, you want comedic, you want some good stuff, then Grey's is definitely for you. So it's based around a hospital in Seattle, and the beginning follows interns as they become residents at a hospital, and they're the attendings. It just follows their journey and all the crazy drama that comes along with being a doctor and all the other stuff. Another show that I would recommend is Breaking Bad. It's off the air now, which is getting bad, but now it's on Netflix and you can just, zoom through the whole thing if you want to. Breaking Bad is about a school teacher, a chemistry teacher, who finds out that he has cancer. And you know, as a school teacher, he doesn't make a lot, so he's trying to figure out a way to basically make money for his family. His family doesn't know he has cancer, but he's trying to figure out a way to, you know, save up money for them. So since he's a chemistry teacher, he decides to make methamphetamines. Yeah. So as you can tell just from that storyline, it gets crazy. And the story is just really good. I love, oh my god, I forget his name. The main character's name. Such a good actor, and so is Aaron Paul. He plays a great role. Another show is Sherlock on BBC. It's on Netflix, so you can watch all the seasons. I think it's only 4 seasons, but each season is only about 3 to 4 episodes. But each episode is pretty long. They're probably like an hour to an hour and a half long, so it's almost like a movie. But it's based on Sherlock Holmes and his sidekick, Dr. Watson. And Benedict Cumberbatch and Martin Freeman are just such good characters and just such good actors. And they do such a good job at what they're just good at what they do. So definitely tune into Sherlock. It's very clever, it's funny, has drama, has some romance, and it's just fun to see Benedict Cumberbatch in this role. Another show that I love is, if you love music type shows, you definitely want to tune into Nashville. It's your typical, you know, romance, drama, and, you know, great music if you're into that. Great country music. But it follows a country star named Raina James, and it follows her story on, you know, just getting older in life and still being in the music scene, country music scene, and then, you know, a younger country pop star rising up to fame and just trying to deal with that, her life and her family. They're actually on their last season, which really sucks, but I think it's about time. So yeah, watch Nashville. Okay, another show that has definitely been a fan favorite for a lot of people is The Walking Dead. I know you're like, zombies, it's creepy, no thank you, but it's actually not that bad. It's actually not that creepy. I mean, there are some jumpy parts, like, you know, most things, but it has its suspense and its drama, and of course love stories. There always has to be a love story. But it's basically, you know, post-apocalypse, and there are zombies, or walkers as they call it, and you follow a man named Rick Grimes as he wakes up in a hospital and no one is around and zombies are there, and so he's on this journey to find his wife and his son. So such a good show, great characters, and tune in. Another show that I love is another BBC original, which is called Orphan Black. It's about a girl named Sarah. She learns that she is not alone. She has family. She is a clone. So she finds out that she's a clone. There are other clones of her. She's the original. So she just goes on this journey of finding her other like sisters, and you get to see her discover that, and you know, just go through the reason of like why like they were created in the first place. And I love Tatiana Maslany because she is a freaking amazing actress. She plays every single clone, and she's one person. She plays at least like 7 different characters, so it's crazy. Because I remember I was looking at an Instagram picture, and you know, it was a picture of the cast, and I was like, where the heck are all the other sisters? And I was like, wow, Jessica, seriously? There's only one person playing all those characters. So that's just like, she just does such a great job at, playing each character and each role. So definitely check out Orphan Black. And another show that is on the air right now that I'm sure a lot of people have already watched or they're want to check out but they haven't yet, it's This Is Us. Okay, I love this show. I have never watched a show that has made me cry so much. I haven't cried during every episode, but I've cried during most of them. But it just follows a so it goes back and forth between different eras, between like the kids like growing up and then like where they are like today in present day. So it just follows 3 siblings, 2 are twins and then 1 is adopted. It just follows them and their journey of growing up and like the things they struggled with, and then you know they do flashbacks of you know them growing up. And it's just a really good story, great writing, and the actors are amazing. I'm almost done, guys. I'm almost done. Another one is, it's called Younger, and it's about a woman who's in her 40s, and you know, she was a stay-at-home mom for a very long time, and then like her daughter goes off to college, and you know, her marriage is kind of like falling apart, and so she decides she wants to get back into the publishing world. She goes back for like an interview, but they're like, she's too old. So what her friend suggests is that, you know, she basically lies about her age. So she goes back to another interview as she lies and says that she's 26. I mean, she looks good for wanting to be 26. She looks good for, you know, 40. Yeah, so it just follows her and her journey of living this lie and, you know, seeing things like unravel as the lie gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So it's a good show. It stars Hilary Duff and a few other people. I can't remember their names, but check out Younger. It's on Hulu and TV Land, of course. And my last recommendation, if you love fantasy and vampires, definitely check out The Vampire Diaries. It's not your typical, well, it is your typical teen vampire drama, but it's not anything like Twilight at all. I know the books are different from the movies, but anyways. Well, it's about 2 brothers who fall in love with the same girl. It's about 2 brothers who fall in love with the same girl. What's her name? Her name is Elena, but it's Stefan Salvatore, Damon Salvatore. Ian Somerhalder plays Damon, and Paul Wesley plays Stefan. So it's about them, and it goes back into their story, which tells them, you know, how they first became vampires, and you know what they've been doing for the past like 800 years of their lives. But yeah, you see them and they come back to their hometown. Why did they come back to their hometown? I think it's because Stefan wanted to like start over, because he just wanted to start over. They see a girl who looks similar to someone that they used to be in love with. So such a good story. I mean, you get your typical like vampire drama, and you know, of course you're gonna have witches and werewolves and all the fun stuff that comes along with a vampire fantasy world. They have like 7 or 8 seasons, and then they also have a spin-off called The Originals, which is good. I haven't finished The Originals, but yeah. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe. I would love to do more videos like this because I love talking about the shows that I watch, and this is honestly just some of the shows that I watch. I have seen way too many. Just watch way too many. I just love a good story. Yeah, I have a ton more recommendations if you guys want to see, or you know, want to see what they are. But thanks for tuning in, and I hope you guys have a good day.